Let me turn this on so I can see if there's comments. Okay. Cool.
ちょっとあれかな、
うん、
もっとまだ枠が出てる。始まらない。
なんでなんか忘れ。
いや多分遅いかな。時差があるから。
Oh, okay, here it is.
アインさん来た、アインさん。
Oh, okay. Hi. Welcome.
大丈夫。
大丈夫そう。
いやもうちょっと。多分これくらい。
こんばんは。
いいじゃん。
こんばんは。Hello. Thank you for coming. 聞いてくれてありがとう。Here with Morio-kun, myself. My name is Tyra, by the way, and Torihara-kun. We are going to solve some JLPT and 4 practice questions. Okay. こんばんは。おはよう。Oh, what time is it for everybody? What was the last meal you ate? List your snacks in the chat. Do you have a study snack? We're going to be here for a while, so I would recommend one. こんばんは。Hello. Okay, I guess let's get started. Okay, so 16 days until the JLPT. Is everybody ready? Are people nervous? I was nervous before I took it. Konbanwa. Hello. Thank you to everybody who's tuning in like very early and very late. We're very happy to see you here today. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, first question. あれは素晴らしい blank blank です。So here we have a couple different yomikatas. So, つくきん Sakukin. Immediately dropping the controller. That's fine. Tsukuhin and Sakuhin. Which one is it? What do we think? Okay. Doko ni iru? Yuka sensei is actually a bit under the weather today. Everybody, please, well wishes in the chat for Yuka sensei. Our Lord and Savior Yuka sensei. Her presence is still felt. That's her. She's got a little halo. 4番. Yes, the answer is sakuhin. This reads saku, this reads hin. In other cases, like when this is a verb, it'll read sukuru. And then this sometimes you'll see it'll turn into things like, it'll turn into pin in the case of like henpin, which is like to return something to a store. Like, you know, like you bought something from the store and it didn't fit well, so you're like, I would like to return this. Henpin shitai desu ga. Okay, 英語がわからない。ごめんなさい。Alright, next. 今日の昼、ゆか先生がクッキーをくれました。So this is today in the afternoon, Yuka sensei gave me a cookie. So we have 4 different options here. Which one do we think it is? Okay, number one. Any other guesses? This question is actually based on a true story. Well, it wasn't a cookie, but it was coffee. It was the morning and Yuka sensei had just received coffee, and I also drink a lot of coffee. And she like got this cup of coffee and then pulled out a mug and like poured me half. It was like, she saved my life that day. I will never forget that moment. Anyway, we got a lot of number 1s, and I am pleased to inform you, you are correct. Hiru is this character. Over here we have asa, which is the morning, yoru, which is night, and then yu, which is evening. Hi, Yuka sensei. Otaichi ni. Okay, next up. 昨日とても blank 夢を見ました. So this is yesterday, very saw a dream. So this is I dreamed something yesterday. And then here we have a couple of different keiyoshi adjectives. So let's go through them. We have wakai, kowai, tadashi, and hosoi. Which one do we think fits the bill? よろしくお願いします。Number two, number two, number two. All right, see the answer? Kawaii. Good job, people. All right, so we have 昨日とても怖い夢を見ました。Oh yeah, so I guess we'll go over the other answers just in case. So this is young, this is correct, and then this is thin. Okay. Next up. 姉はゲームが得意です。So this problem, just to explain, it's the one where you have to find like the ikae. You want to find the writing, like the sentence that's the same as the one here, like the same meaning. So we have 姉はゲームが嫌いです。姉はゲームが下手です。姉はゲームが好きです。姉はゲームが上手です。Which one do we think it is? Okay. 4, 3, 4, 4. 4, 4. Okay, and the answer is 4番, number 4. 姉はゲームが上手です. So this 得意です it kind of basically has the same meaning as 上手です. It means you're good at something. But like, for example, when you're talking about like yourself and you want to be like, oh, I'm good at something, but without sounding like you're bragging, 得意 is a bit better because it also has a meaning of like, I like it. Like it's a strong suit for me. I'm into it. I'm interested in it. So that's why this is the answer here. 嫌い is doesn't like, dislike. And then 好き is to like. Now, liking games is one thing, but then being like talented at them, good at them is another. So here, because we're saying she's good at them, we're gonna go with jozu. And then heta is the opposite of jozu. So this is she's bad at games. Okay, next up. Keikaku. So this is the one where we have to figure out which sentence correctly uses this tango, this vocabulary word. So here we have アインさんは買ったものを計画します。聞いたことをノートに計画してください。友達と旅行の計画を立てます。東京の大学に計画しました。Okay. What are our thoughts? Okay, we got one for number 3. Three. Otter, love it. 3, 4. 3. Okay. Let's see. Answer is number 3, 3番. So if we go through all these, we have here アインさんは買ったものを計画します. Now, 計画 is to plan something. Specifically like you're making like a plan. Not so much like plan as in like you could say plan like なんだろうね、なんか約束っていうか、like not like a plan like to go hang out with friends, but more like a plan like on this day we're gonna do this and that, and we're gonna visit this place and that place, and we're gonna buy all of our tickets here. Like it's very like sort of like you're making a detailed plan. That's what this word is used for. So here, this we can't really figure out what the meaning behind it is. So it's probably not gonna be this one. And then ノートに計画して. So the things that you heard, please write them in your notebook. Now, because so this is saying please plan them in your notebook. But if you're just writing what you heard, you're not really planning anything, you're just like jotting it down. So this also won't be correct. And then here we have, I entered a college in Tokyo. So probably this, like, if we were to put the correct word in here, it would probably be nyugaku. Nyugaku. So this is like, I entered this college. So here that leaves us with, I plan a trip, or I make a plan for a trip, keikaku o tatemasu, with my friend. So keikaku o tateru is sort of like, this is like a common pattern. So like these two will go together, so you can remember them together, because they'll be used together sometimes. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay. 上田先生が悲しい顔をしていたからどうしたと聞きました。And then we have here ね、の、が, and ke. So, which one do we think goes in here? No, ni, no. Okay, I've got a couple from ni. Masaka no eigo. I know, it's terrifying, isn't it? Don't worry. There will always be Japanese here at Nihongo no Mori. It's there right in the name. Okay, we have lots for Niban, so let's look at the answer. Niban. You guys are really good at this. Alright, so, Ueda Sensei. You guys remember Ueda Sensei? He's the one who taught you all how to speak on the phone, like pros. It's a phone. So, he made a sad face. Kanashi kao. Kanashi. So, I asked, kikimashita, what happened? And so the way that you would say, like, what's wrong? Doshita no? Right? Because no is our, like, interrogative particle. It's sort of like, so if you're using it in the form of a question, it'll be like, oh, I really want to know. Like, nan no? Like, you're really putting emphasis on, like, please tell me. And if it's in the, like, nda form, that's like you're giving information strongly. It's like somebody asks you, doshita no? And be like, 失敗したんだ とか. So, okay. 名前は何ですか? My name is Tara. Tara と申します。よろしくお願いします。And this here is Morio-kun. Or, I guess he's more famous than I am. He's like, it's like Yuka Sensei and then him in like the hierarchy of Nihongo no Mori. He is my boss. That's my boss. Okay. So, next we have Morio-kun o deito ni blank ga kimochi warui to iwaremashita. So here we have sasoimashita, sasowareta, sasou, and sasowareru. Okay, which one do we think it is? What? 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 One on two. What? Okay. Hanashi. Right? Morio-kun's too good for me, and he knows it. Okay. 2. How many questions do we have today? Oh, that's a good question. We have 22, I believe, if I counted right. Okay. So, first, let's talk about what this sentence means. So we have Morio-kun, that's that guy. O date ni, so date, obviously, date. Going out on the town, or going to see a movie, or, you know, going to share a bowl of pasta, or whatever. And then, kimochi warui. That is, there's a couple different ways you can translate it, but creepy, toka, to iwaremashita. So I asked him and he said I was creepy, or he said I was gross. So here, if we look at our answer, American desu ka? Hi, American desu. Yes. So our answer is 1, number 1. Sasoimashita. So here, if we look at all of our different like options here, so we have sasowareta. Sasowareta. This wa, nanka sasowareta. This means that like I was invited, like he asked me on a date. But since I'm the one that's then being insulted, we know that I'm the one who tried to ask, like I was the instigator of the date. And then saso, this is the volitional form. So this is like, I'm going to ask him on a date, or like, let's ask him on a date. So like, saso to omotteru desu ga. So like, I'm planning to invite him, that you could say. And then sasowareru. So this is the same as this one, except it's in the present tense. But since we know that this invitation already happened, because we know what the result was, we know it's not going to be in the present tense. So that leaves us with our regular past tense here. So we have デートに誘いましたが気持ち悪いと言われました。Okay. Right, in English, so right, active and passive voice. Okay. いつも一緒に blank, 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 blank へ行くことになった。So this is the one where we have to take all of these answers and put them in the correct order. And then once we know the order, we need to answer which of these words takes the place of the star. Okay, poor Morio-kun. Okay. So here we have 遊んでいる, 違う, 友達が, and 学校. So here we have 遊んでいる. So that's like playing, hanging out together. 違う, that means different. 友達が, so my friend did, or my friend something something, and 学校, so that's school. So let's take a look here. So we have いつも一緒に blank 行くことになった. So I guess if we want to start from the ending, blank へ行く. So when we say へ行く, that means going to a place. So in order to form that sort of sentence of going to a place is going to come before the particle e. So it's going to be place e iku. Now, if we look at our examples, we have, this is a verb. This is like, I guess in this case it's like a verb, but then sometimes it's like if it's chigai, like a machigai toka. That in that case it would be I guess it would be a noun. Anyway. And then tomodachi ga, so that's a person. So this is our only place. So we know that place is going to go here. Oh snap, I guess we already found the answer. But let's line the others up anyway. So place e iku, gakkou e iku. And then itsumo ishoni. So when we say ishoni, that means we're doing something together with another person. So, and then ishoni, so after ishoni, we put the verb that we're doing together with them. So we have ishoni, and then a verb that we can do is asonderu, which is to play. So we're always playing together. And then who are we playing with? We're playing with our friend, right? So it'll become ishoni asonderu tomodachi ga, right? Because asonderu modifies this noun, right? So what kind of friend is it? It's the friend that we're always playing with. いつも一緒に遊んでいる友達. And then to fill our last slot here, we have 違う. So altogether the sentence reads, いつも一緒に遊んでいる友達が違う学校へ行くことになった. So the friend that I always hang out with is going to a different school now. Basically, it's like they went to the same school, but now the other friend is moving. They're going to a different school from now on. So this is another kanashi hanashi. Lots of kanashi hanashi kyo. Okay, so that means that our answer that goes in the star spot is number 4, 学校. Okay, here we have, so now we're back, rounding up back to the yomikata question. So here we have another one. 彼はとても blank blank な人です. So this is a na adjective, so it's got na there. So he is a very nice person. Okay, let's see, we got 2. To read them also. So we have jinsetsu, shinsetsu, shinzetsu, jinsetsu. 2. We have lots of 2s. 2 for sure. I like that confidence. All right, let's check. Yes, it is 2. Shinsetsu. Okay. 彼はとても親切な人です. He is a very nice person. Good work. Okay, next up. So now we have to pick the correct kanji to go with the word. So this is another keiyoshi, an adjective. So we have この部屋は少し blank 暗いです. So which of these is the correct kanji for 暗い? So this means this room is a little dark, is what it means. 3. 3. Wow. Okay, so our answer is, as you might have guessed, number 3, 暗い. So our other things we have here are michikai, so that's short, nagai, which is long, 暗い, dark, and oi, that's the same as like takusan. It means there's a lot, there's many. Okay. どうして私をここに blank か? So we have a couple of different options here. We have 持って行きました、買って行きました、連れてきました、帰ってきました。Okay, 3. 1. どれでしょう? 3. Okay, let's check it out. Yes, the answer is 3. どうして私をここに連れてきましたか? So this is, why did you bring me here? Right? So 連れて, that means to bring. And then 来ました, that means that like you brought me to this place that we are now in. So there's also the form of the verb which is 連れて行きました. That means like we go to the place, like I brought them to the place. But so now that we're already in the place, we've already arrived there, we use kuru because it's like we came to this place, right? Come. Here we have 持って行きました. So 持って行く or 持ってくる, that's when you bring like an object with you somewhere. So なんか持って行きます、なんか昼ご飯持って行きますとか. So I'll bring my lunch with me. And then here we have 買って行きました. So this is probably 買う to buy. So I bought. So I went to buy it. And then we have 帰ってきました. So this is I came home. Because 帰る is to return. So this is like I returned home. But since the speaker doesn't really know why this is happening, it'd be weird to say like, why did you bring me home? So it makes more sense to say, why did you bring me here? Okay, next up. So this is another one where we have to match the sentences. So we have, 私は黒い服しか着たくないです. So here we have, in number one, 私は黒い服だけ持っていないです. 私は黒い服が嫌いです. 私は黒い服だけ着たいです. 私は黒い服だけ好きじゃないです. What do we think? Three. 3. そうですか. Does everyone agree? Okay, let's find out. Yes, it is 3. Okay, so this means I only want to wear black clothing. So right, kuroi fuku, black clothing. And then shika nai means only that, just that. And then ki, this comes from kiru, so fuku o kiru. So when it becomes shika kitakunai, it means I only want to wear that. And so if we go through these, we have kuroi fuku dake motte inai desu. So dake motte inai desu. Kuroi fuku dake motte inai desu. That's the only clothes that I don't own. If it was shika motte inai desu, that would mean I only own black clothes. And then we have kuroi fuku ga kirai desu. So we saw this before, but this is I hate black clothing. But we know that we only want to wear that, so we probably like it. And then we have, here's our correct answer, kuroi fuku dake kitai desu. I only want to wear black clothing. And then here we have kuroi fuku dake suki janai desu. So the only clothing that I don't like is black clothing, right? Suki janai desu. All right, we have shikaru. So let's see, which of these is the correct usage? Okay. We have, 宿題をしなくて先生に叱られました。真面目だから勉強を叱ります。友達にボールペンを叱ります。友達は頭がいいから叱ります。Which one? Each. Each. Wow, you guys are really good at this. Alright, so the answer is number 1, 1番. 宿題をしなくて先生に叱られました. So shikaru means to be scolded. Scold, right? It's like here's my sensei. Here's me. And I'm like, I didn't do the homework. And I get mad. And then they're like, if you don't do your homework, you're not gonna pass the test. That's them being angry. And then I'm like, so shikararemashita. So shikaru, so in order to say that I was scolded, we take this shikaru, and so like the normal form would be shikarimasu, so that's like I scold. Like if I'm the teacher and I'm like, that's shikarimasu. But if I was scolded, it becomes passive. So this scolding is happening to me, so shikararemasu. So shikararemashita. Here we have 真面目だから勉強を叱ります. So this probably is meant to be 勉強をしっかりします. しっかり. Is So that's like you like do it like what would you say like chanto, like you really like you're doing the right thing. And then we have ball pen o shikarimasu. So this would probably be karimasu. I borrow a ball pen if you get rid of the shi. We have atama ga ii kara shikarimasu. So this is like, because my friend is smart, they. But if they're smart, like, scolding doesn't really have much to do with it. Instead, it'd probably be like, because they're smart, shikkari benkyou shimasu toka. So again, with the, like, they seriously study. They're committed to studying. We can't scold a ball pen. How true. Okay. 小さいことblank 気にしないでください. And we have ga, ni, o, de. So this is 気にしないでください is please don't worry about it. And then 小さいこと, so that's small things. So basically, don't sweat the small stuff. Don't even worry about it, Morio-kun. San. 2, 4, 3. Ooh, lots of different thoughts. Fill in the particle is actually one of my favorites. I don't know why. I think there's something interesting about the way that they like particles in Japanese. I guess they're sort of similar to like, you know how we have like to and at and with and like all those different like, what do you call them? Like conjunctive words, I guess, sort of? Or like those parts of speech that make it so different things connect. They're very like, they're very physical. They're very much like, I sat on the thing. Nanika ni nani nani toka. So I think it's kind of interesting because it helps you see like the way that people like visualize the world and then put it into language. Prepositions? Maybe? I also don't remember. We don't really learn the proper names of parts of speech. Like we learn them maybe like in elementary school, but by the time we actually get around to using them, I feel like nobody remembers. Anyway, okay, so we have san san, ni ni, ni ni ni. Ni ni ni. Okay, let's see. Sun. Dun dun dun. Shock and horror. Okay. 小さいことを気にしないでください. So, 何か, so, let's go through this. So, a lot of the time when we have like ki ni nani ka, so like, so we have stuff like, so we have ki o tsukete, and it's nani nani ni ki o tsukete, right? But since here we have ki ni, here we have the thing that we're fearing comes with o, because it's sort of like, you can think of it like the same as any other like verb object pair. So like ご飯を食べる 何かを気にしない 気にする Imagine this whole thing as just a verb, right? Like this, just like picture like this is just the verb, and this is the verb's object, so we're saying blank を気にしないでください. Markers, particles, prepositions. So true. に気をつける I also like looking at this, it's like it's very much shocking that it's like why is it this time it's not ni ki, because it is a lot of the time. But yeah, just like don't let the key part of it scare you. Just look at it as a verb in its own right. Just think of this as like kimatta iikata, like this is a determined way of saying it, and just remember it like that. Okay, next up, what do we got? Oh, tiny Morio-kun. Okay. アニメを見ることは日本語を習う blank とてもいいです. And our options, we have のは、の、のが、のに. Don't worry, there will be more in one. We still have 16 days until the test. Never fear. 気にしなくて気にしないで. 気にしないで is like I'm saying like please don't worry, and then like 気にしなくて is like without worrying, or like there's no need to worry. なんかしなくて and like することはない if you know that, like なんか緊張することはない so it's like there's no need for that kind of thing so if you say しなくて it's like there's no need to do that やらなくていい anyway okay we have lots for four alright I didn't even read the questions let me read these so we have 習うのは習うのを習うのが and 習うのにOkay, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4. どれでしょう 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Oh, which one? We're pretty split on this one. This is the tricky stuff. Particles are tricky. 3, 3, 3. Oh boy, okay. Let's see, what do we got? Okay, the answer is 4番, number 4. アニメを見ることは日本語を習うのにとてもいいです. So, just to go over here. So I guess first let's talk about why this is right. So you can say 何々をするのにいいです. Or なんかのに悪いです. This のにis sort of like the same as like 何々をするために It's like in order to do this thing that I'm trying to do, which is to learn Japanese, doing this thing, anime o miru, is good. So when we say 何々をするのに in this context, like the like a goal, right? So we're trying to learn Japanese, that's our goal. This is the thing that we're doing to achieve that goal. And this is where we're evaluating whether it's good or bad or, you know, whatever opinion we're giving about it. So, 習うのに, it becomes, you know, 習うために, like, for the purpose of doing this, I think it's good. It's very good. Now, we also have here, so a lot of people said noga. Now, noga is often used for like when we're describing like the way that we feel about verbs, like 走るのが好きですとかアニメを見るのが好きですとか so like I like doing such thing or I like the action of blah 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 but because here we're talking I almost dropped the pen again, oh my god because we're talking about our goal of learning Japanese we're using noni. We're using this like 何をするために it's good. Okay. Let's see. Okay. We have another line up the word ones. So we have 今まで star blank 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 役に立つ and then we have 頑張ってきた so 頑張ったのに失敗した so that noni that's when you're saying you're talking about like something regrettable. It's like even though I tried, it was a bad outcome, right? 頑張ったのに, you know? So even though it's like the same, it's like written as actually the same thing, the context makes the meaning change. It happens a lot in Japanese where the context makes the meaning change. Keeps you on your toes. Okay. So we have 頑張ってきた一生懸命ことはきっと Okay. So 今まで so that's until now and then 役に立つ so 役 is it means role and 役に when you say 役に立つ it means to be helpful to be useful right like it plays a role for you so now we have 頑張ってきた so like the things that I have come to work hard at, right? 頑張ってきた, right? なんかてきた means that like I've been doing it and now here I am having done it. And then 一生懸命. So this is like with all my strength, with all my might. I tried really hard. And then ことは, so this is going to be probably like nominalizing a verb or something like that. And then きっと. So this is an adverb that means surely, certainly, right? It's usually used in like positive context to be like きっと大丈夫です like it's just like it's certainly fine or like 明日はきっといい日だ tomorrow will definitely be a good day. So it's like so we already have some guesses at the order. So we have 2, 1, 3, 4, right? 一生懸命頑張ってきたことはきっと役に立つ 2, 1, 3, 4. So if we look through here, okay, 頑張ってきた今まで頑張ってきた and then we have 一生懸命頑張ってきた so 一生懸命 in this case we're going to want it to modify 頑張ってきた so that's why we're going to have 頑張 so we're going to have sorry 一生懸命頑張ってきた and then we want to talk about the things that we've worked hard at so far, right? So 今まで worked hard at, and then the things that we worked hard at. In order to say that, we use ことは, right? So this whole sentence then becomes about this. So all of the things that I've worked with all my might at thus far, right? So that's where we are in the sentence. And then きっと役に立つ. So everything that I've worked so 今まで so until now the things that I have come to work hard at, this is the things, will surely be useful to me, be helpful to me. And because we want to know which one goes in this little star spot, we're going to get 2番. Right? 一生懸命頑張ってきたことはきっとOkay, another 読み方, another reading the kanji question. Here we have 母が優しい blank で歌いました. やっと means finally. Yes. And then, so our options here we have 音、歌、声、曲. 3, 3, 3. 3, 3, 3. Lots for san. What do you think, Mario-kun? Apparently he's not sure. 音、歌、声、曲. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay, let's check it out. San. Good job, everybody. Sanban. Koe. Koe. That's your voice, right? So here we have oto. That's a sound, right? So when we're talking about the sound of somebody's mouth when they're speaking, that's voice. Then here we have uta. That's a song that is sung. Like uta o utao. So this means that I'm singing. It's a song with lyrics. This hyoku also means song, but it's sort of like you can extend it to include songs that don't have lyrics or won't be sung, right? So uta, there's a bit more of a focus on the singing aspect, and then hyoku, it's more like it could be like a piano instrumental or something like that. So haha ga, so that's my mother, right? It's the polite way to refer to your own mother to somebody else, haha. If you're referring to her directly, you can say oka-san. And then yasashi, so that's a soft voice. Yasashi koe de utaimashita. So she sang with a soft voice. Okay. Next, we have 図書館で教科書を借りました. So now spot the correct kanji. These are our options here. Mario-kun's hiding because he's afraid of kanji. Okay. So at the library, 図書館で教科書を a textbook, and then 借りました. So that's to borrow. One, two. Okay. One, strong feelings for one. Let's see. Three. One. One. Bark. Okay. And our answer is one. Karimashita. So this is the kanji for to borrow something. This is the kanji for returning something. So like, I returned the book to the library. Kaesu. I returned the book. And then this is for this is kasu. This is to lend. So like, if I work at the library, I own the library, I lend the books to everybody, right? Kasu. And then this is kao, so this is buy. Now we can't buy library books because they belong to everybody. So instead of buying, we are going to borrow it. Okay, next up, what do we have here? Okay, fill in the blank. So, Morio-kun is just floating in outer space. He's having the most fun of everybody. Okay, so these are more fukushi. So they are adverbs, if you will. And we are going to use them to describe what's happening in this second half of the sentence. So we have asa no densha wa, so the morning train. Konderu node, it's crowded, there's a lot of people. Hayaku ie o demasu, so I leave home early, right? Ie o deru, to leave home. Hayaku, early. So why are we leaving early? Because the train is crowded. How crowded is it? Let's see. We have totemo, amari, dandan, and zenzen. What do we think? One. Okay, let's take a look. One. Okay. Asa no densha wa tottemo kondeiru node hayaku ie o demasu. So, it is very crowded. This is true. Anybody who's ever ridden the train in Japan knows. Oh my gosh, people squeezing in there like sardine can. It's crazy. I mean, the public transportation system is very good, so I guess that's why so many people use it. Okay. Asa no densha wa totemo kondeiru node hayaku ie o demasu. Now, if we take a look at these other ones, we have amari. Amari would pair with a negative verb, right? So, amari konde nai desu toka. So it's not very crowded. And then amari ni mo. Yes, it does. So, naga amari ni mo suteki desu toka. Like, it's so amazing, I can't even handle it, you know? And then I think amari ni mo is ensan. Everybody, let's shoot as we approach the N4, let's shoot upward even more. Sometimes like slightly higher level questions I think have a possibility of appearing on the test. Like I remember back when I was studying for the M1, that we would have back when I was studying for the N2, we would have like practice tests, and we would get like, my teacher would be like, oh, like this one is actually an N1 question, and then like snuck it on here to be sneaky. They really try to keep you on your toes. Okay, so here, amari, and then dandan. Dandan is used to mean like more and more, like dandan okiku naru, like mitaina kanji. And then zenzen, that's like not at all. So like zenzen konde nai desu. This is another one that'll take a negative verb. It's both negative. Amari nani nani nai desu. Zenzen nai desu. But here, because we have it is very crowded, like it is crowded, we can describe it as being very crowded. So totemo kondeiru node. That's terrifying to know. Knowledge is power. Don't be afraid. Okay. I mean, you can be afraid, but let's be brave together. Okay. 図書館で? Ooh, we're going to the 図書館 a lot today. Do you guys frequent your local libraries? I recommend it. 図書館で本を読みました. 最後まで blank 3時間かかりました. Oh my gosh, we have little chibi Morio-kun. Okay, we have one for Yonban. Okay, let me read these. Yondari, yomu ni, yomu no ni, yonda no ni. Okay, so we have yon, san, yon, san, yon, san. Ah, which one is it? Two, ni. Totsuzen no eigo. 2, 4, 4, 4, 4. Sad face. 4. Yondari, yomuni, yomunoni, yondanoni. San, san, san. Oh my gosh, we were really split on this one. Yon. Oh my gosh. Dun, dun, dun. What's it gonna be? Let's find out. Ba, ba, ba. Number 3, sanban. Let's find out why. So, this is actually the same as what we saw before. Remember how we saw, what was it? Nani nani noni, nihongo narau noni totemo ii desu. We saw, right? This is same exact thing. Here, so we're saying, I read a book at the library. 図書館で本を読みました. Read a book at the library. 最後まで, so to the, like until the end, right? Until, 最後 is the end. 3時間かかりました. So it took 3 hours. かかります is how long it takes, right? And this took 3 hours. So here we're trying to describe how long it took to complete the action of reading the book, right? So because we're talking about like この本を読むために3時間かかります, right? It takes 3 hours to read this book. It took me 3 hours to read the book. In order to complete that action, それをするためにこれぐらい時間かかりました. It took this amount of time, right? So this is the same exact thing as before. We say 読むのに3時間かかりました. It took me 3 hours to read the book all the way to the end. Now, to go over the other answers, here we have yondari. So this is what we'll usually see it in a pair of 2. So it'll be nani nani dari, nani nani tari shimasu, suru, or whatever form it'll take. So it means I do such things as reading a book and singing a song, utattari shimasu, right? So this is how you list multiple actions. Yomu ni, I'm not really sure what context this would come in. So let's just move to the next one. So we have yomu no ni. Again, we already went over that. And then we have yonda no ni. So this is the one that we saw before as even though. Right, yeah. So this is the even though. This is like the, like, nani nani yatta no ni. Like that's how I always think of it in my head. It's like, no ni, right? It's like you're crying. You're like, why? I tried so hard. So this is that other meaning of it. Oh my god, I'm dropping everything. Okay. Oh, I need a third hand. Okay. Right. Okay. Cool. Oh, yomu no ni. Why is it the present? Okay, so this here we're talking about like how much time it takes to do something. Now, because we're talking about like I guess you would say like the reality, like even like forget about whether we finished reading the book or not. It takes like as a matter of fact this long to read it, right? Like going like to go from Tokyo to Osaka, it takes this amount of time, right? Even in English, we say it in present tense. And then when you look at it, and then when this kind of sentence becomes English, it becomes to read to the end, it took So that might trip you up a little. But this one here, which is the past tense, yondano ni, this is like, even though I did it, right? So this will be like, I did this thing in the past and regrettably it did not turn out well, right? I was thinking the exact same song. That's so funny. Okay. Gomenasai. Okay. Don't look at the answers. Sorry, the remote jumped. Don't look. Okay, now you can look. Okay. 先週スーパーで blank blank star blank 忘れてしまった. So this is I forgot. So many unfortunate sentences today. 先週, that's last week. Last week. And supa is the supermarket. Hey, where we get our groceries. Okay, so we have nani or nan. Katta, I bought. Oh, this is a particle that's going to go with probably this verb because or we also have this verb here, but we'll see. And then we have ka. That's our interrogative particle, our question particle. So there's going to be probably an embedded question here, right? Because we have that particle ka, and then we have wasurete shimatta. So when we have a question embedded in a sentence, so in English this would be like, I forgot what I did with my pen, but I found it, something like that. So the question of what I did with my pen is embedded in the sentence because you're not ending on a question, you're making a statement about the question. So here, when we have wasurete shimatta, the particle that comes before wasureru, or in other cases it'll be like ka wakaranai desu. So like, we know that this for sure is going to be ka. So, na blah 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 blah, ka wasurete shimatta. So question, I forgot, right? So in other cases it'll be like ka shirimasen ka, like do you know, toka. Or like ka wakaranai desu, I don't know what, right? And then, so to form the actual meat of our question, we can look at these other three remaining particles. So we have nani, katta, and o. So supa de, and then at the supermarket, probably we're going to say, what did we buy at the supermarket? So supa de nani. So at the supermarket, what did we buy, right? So what, and then did we buy, we want to pair our question word, nani, and then the next thing that's going to come after the question word is our particle o, right? So nani o, what did I buy? And then here is our verb. What did I buy? And then this is our little question mark. Nani o katta ka wasurete shimatta. Last week, I forgot what I bought at the supermarket. So I forgot what I bought. I forgot what I bought at the supermarket last week, right? And so our star spot is here. So because niban goes there, our answer is going to be niban. Dun, dun, dun. Oh yes, we have, okay. We have some mixed answers, but we have a lot of people get it right. Good work, everybody. Okay, next up. This is our last question. Okay. Here we go. Let's make this one count. Okay, we have little chibi space invader flying around over here. Give us strength to answer this question correctly, Morio-kun. Here we have Yuka and Taro having a conversation. ベトナムへ旅行に行こうと思っているんですが、タロさんも一緒にどうですか? And ベトナムですか? Blank, 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 です. So, we have, I'm thinking, so like, 思っているんですが, I'm thinking that I'm going to take a trip to Vietnam, Vietnam. Do you want to go together, Taro? And then Taro says, oh, Vietnam? And then here we have, ぜひ行ってみたいことがない. 外国へ行ったので Let's see. I got a couple of thoughts already. 3, 2, 4, 1. Coming from a couple different people. So here we have, let's start from here. We have koto ga nai. So when we say koto ga nai, and then here we have we have a verb here ending in the past form. When we have past form koto ga nai, it means I haven't done before. I don't have the experience, right? If we say verb, past tense, koto ga aru, it's I have had the experience of blah blah blah. And in this case, it's just I have not had the experience of because it's koto ga nai. So if we want to form this sentence, we know that this gaikoku e ita will come directly before koto ga nai. So here we have gaikoku e ita koto ga nai. And then here we have this piece, no de. No de is basically the same thing as kara. So because I have never been to another country, gaikoku e ita, so this is gone to a foreign country, gone to a country other than my own. And then here we have zehi itte mitai. So by all means, zehi, I want to try and go. So to start from the beginning, we get gaikoku e ita, koto ga nai, no de. So because I've never been abroad, zehi itte mitai desu. By all means, I want to go. Right? So yeah, 3, 2, 4, 1. Okay, so our star is in this spot. So what's our answer gonna be? Yondan, no de, because. Okay. Amazing work, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to join us on our very special episode of Nihongo no Mori English to JLPT 4 practice questions. What did you think, Torihara-kun? He loved it. I hope. I don't speak chicken. Thank you. Is no de more formal? Yes. Yes. You will hear it more in formal speech and in writing. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you so much. Keep practicing for the JLPT. We're gonna have an N5 live stream on Monday. So even if you're N4, you know, it's always good to brush up because you never know what's gonna show up on the test. Thank you for coming. Arigatou gozaimashita. Hontoni. Arigatou. Hontoni. And then, of course, we have our other N1s, N2s, N3s, all of our other reviews. Yuka Sensei will be back and in full health, hopefully next week. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for coming. All right, thank you and good night. Get home safe. You're probably already home, but you know, have a midnight snack. Do your homework. Brush your teeth. Drink milk. Do you have M1? I do! Yay! Goodbye, everybody. Good night. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye.